So let's talk about CMOs in general. Small businesses generally don't have a CMO title, but you've been involved in enterprise level sales, marketing, and online marketing for many years as well, and you continue to stay active in that area. So, what mistakes do you see CMOs making this year, and what mistakes do you think they'll make next year if they don't change their current sort of thinking or strategies or tactics?
Well, I think CMO Council said that the average shelf life of CMO is 22.3 months or 22.8 months. So they can make all the same mistakes this year, repeat them next year, and then move on to another gig.
I see.
And then repeat all the same mistakes over again. From the perspective of does a CMO make a lot of mistakes in the online advertising world, particularly in the marketing world? I don't see the vast expanse of understanding of social media, understanding of integration of offline channels. I don't see a vast understanding of metrics beyond the last click in the online world. So there are some pretty big mistakes that are occurring. The number one mistake, I just see it so much, is in managing a corporate identity online or managing a brand presence online. It was one of the things I was talking about yesterday at the iMedia Summit. We were talking about integrating unpaid media channels, and my argument is that all media panels and all media is paid. There is no unpaid media channel. Right? You're paying for it in one way or another, right?
Right.
But when it comes to protecting a brand or protecting your identity, CMOs are completely and wholly unprepared for this wave of 20 years of pent-up consumer aggression, which we're seeing everywhere. And it's how hard is it? We talk about how sophisticated people are online and how sophisticated marketers are online. It's not all that hard to register a URL that's yourbbrandsucks.com. And all you have to do is do a couple of searches for any brand plus the word sucks, and you'll see, just do an image search, and there are Panasonic, American Express, Stolichnaya Vodka, every single brand that you could possibly think of has some type of brand terrorist out there. And how you handle that is a challenge, and there's no guidebook for how to do that yet. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's as much of a mistake as it is people just being ill-prepared for.
And it used to be just a search engine problem, right? It used to be the fact that the number 3 or 4 link for PayPal was PayPal sucks, but that, and in Google. But now with the explosion of social media and Twitter and Facebook, all the various flavors, you've sort of now got a completely out of control ecosystem with regards to managing corporate identity and reputation management. And I'm not sure there's necessarily an easy solution for that, but there's probably going to be a whole extra set of staff people and or external vendors that'll have to figure it out for these big corporations.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going through the process of my 2010 budgets now, and I have to allocate full-time employees for that stuff. I mean, just to keep track of what's happening out there, and create an interface that there are a couple of companies that are using Twitter very well, right? The 12 Force, Best Buy seems to be doing it really well. American Express, the banks, Wells Fargo is very engaged on Twitter. But there's a large element of people that are just kind of hiding out and sitting in a corner in the dark, chewing their nails, thinking, how do we handle this? And we're going to meet with the compliance guy, and the attorney's going to have a huge problem with this. And oh God, what if somebody says something? And what if they say something inappropriate? And what if somebody, God forbid, you should lose your cool at any given time dealing with one of these brand terrorists, and you can't. You constantly have to. It's very difficult for me to maintain the wow, this guy's really tearing us up, it's baseless. It really doesn't mean anything. There's really nothing constructive in what's being said. So how do you then take that conversation and steer it back toward something productive, something that's going to affect positive change? And it's very difficult to deal with.
No, well, we'll see how that evolves. Best of luck with your own efforts there.
It's vastly entertaining, I have to tell you. And it's not just taking a look at what's happening out there. It's getting a handle on how people we're getting smacked in the face as a marketing consuming public with the grittiest aspects of humanity. And I don't know that anybody is prepared for that.
Right.